Imagine standing on a runway built entirely on the ocean. Not near the ocean, not beside it, on it. Beneath your feet, where there should be solid earth, there is only seawater, sediment, and an engineering gamble worth billions of dollars. The planes land, the terminal gleams, the passenger screens flicker with departures, and the whole thing is slowly, quietly, irreversibly sinking into the sea. This is Dalian Jinchuan International Airport, one of the most audacious construction projects in human history, a monument to Chinese ambition, to the limits of modern engineering, and to what happens when a nation decides to build an airport where no airport has any business being. How do you build an airport on the ocean? Why would you even try? And what happens when the ocean starts fighting back? The answers reveal something profound about the way we build, the way we plan, and the way ambition can outrun reality on a scale that is almost impossible to comprehend. To understand why Dalian Jinzhouwan exists, you have to understand Dalian itself. Perched on the tip of the Liaodong Peninsula in northeastern China, Dalian is one of the country's most strategically important port cities. It sits where the Yellow Sea meets the Bohai Sea, commanding shipping lanes that connect northeastern China to the rest of the world. The city has long been a center of heavy industry, petrochemicals, shipbuilding, and international trade, and through the 2000s, as China's economy accelerated at a pace the world had never seen, Dalian was growing faster than its infrastructure could handle. The existing Zhoushuizi International Airport, located within the city itself, had served Dalian for decades, but by the mid-2000s it was suffocating. Surrounded by urban development on all sides, it had no room to expand. Noise restrictions were tightening. Flight paths over dense residential neighborhoods were becoming politically and practically untenable. The city needed a new airport, and it needed one capable of handling the traffic of a major 21st century hub. Planners projected Dalian's passenger demand surging past 60 million annually within decades. The old airport could never meet that. So where do you put a massive new international airport in a city that is essentially a peninsula hemmed in by mountains and sea on every side? Available flat land was scarce. Displacing large urban populations was socially and politically costly. And then someone looked at the map and pointed at Jinzhou Bay, a shallow tidal bay on the northwestern edge of the city, and said, "We build there. On the water, we reclaim the sea." The scale of what was proposed took a moment to absorb even for the engineers assigned to it. The plan called for reclaiming approximately 20 square kilometers of ocean, roughly the size of 2,800 football fields, from Jinzhou Bay. A platform of land created entirely from dredged sediment, sand, and engineered fill would be constructed in the middle of the bay. On top of this artificial island, a full international airport would be built. Runways, taxiways, terminal buildings, cargo facilities, access roads, and all the supporting infrastructure a modern aviation hub demands. The total projected cost exceeded $15 billion. The ambition was total. Before a single cubic meter of fill could be deposited, teams of geological and marine engineers descended on Jinzhou Bay to understand what they were working with. What they found was both expected and deeply sobering. The bay floor was composed primarily of soft marine sediments, silts, clays, and fine sands that had accumulated over thousands of years. These materials are notoriously weak. They compress under load, they consolidate slowly over time, and when you pile billions of kilograms of fill material on top of them and then add the weight of runways and terminal buildings, they do not simply hold their position, they sink. This was not a surprise. Engineers knew it from the beginning. The question was never whether the reclaimed land would settle. It was how much, how fast, and whether the settlement could be controlled precisely enough to build a functional airport on top of it. Because an airport is not a building that can flex and shift the way other structures might tolerate. Runways must maintain gradient tolerances so tight that deviations of a few centimeters over hundreds of meters can render them unusable. Terminal foundations must move as a single unit, or the structure tears itself apart. The engineering challenge was not just to build on water, it was to build something that demanded near-perfect rigidity on a surface defined by slow, continuous movement. The preparation phase became an engineering campaign in its own right. To accelerate the natural consolidation of the seabed sediments, crews deployed a technique called vertical drain installation, driving tens of thousands of thin drainage channels deep into the bay floor, allowing water trapped in the sediment to escape upward and out, compressing the material faster than nature would ever accomplish on its own. Sand surcharging, piling extra weight of sand on the reclaimed area beyond the final design load. It was used to pre-compress the ground before construction began, squeezing out settlement that would otherwise occur later under the weight of the actual airport. These methods have been used on reclamation projects before, but never at this scale, in this combination, under this kind of schedule pressure. The dredging and filling operation was among the largest ever conducted in Asia. A fleet of trailing suction hopper dredgers worked continuously, extracting sediment from nearby areas and depositing it across the bay in carefully sequenced layers. Hydraulic fill pipelines snaked across the growing platform, pumping material to the leading edge of the reclamation in a slow, methodical advance across the water. Geotextile containment systems held the fill in place while it consolidated. The artificial island grew month by month, visible from satellites as a growing beige rectangle pushing out into the gray-green waters of Jinzhou Bay. Meanwhile, onshore, the infrastructure connecting the new airport island to the mainland was taking shape. A causeway system was engineered to carry road and eventually rail access across the water, a critical lifeline for an airport that would otherwise be entirely isolated. The causeway itself required its own foundation engineering across the soft bay floor, a separate challenge running in parallel with the main construction campaign. The terminal building design chosen for Jinzhou Bay was dramatic, a sweeping, curvilinear structure intended to evoke the relationship between the airport and the sea surrounding it. Steel and glass rose across the artificial platform in a structure that would ultimately span hundreds of thousands of square meters. Passenger piers extended from the central terminal body, their gates positioned to handle wide-body international aircraft. The runway system, two parallel strips capable of accommodating the largest planes in commercial service, was laid across the reclaimed surface with extraordinary care, every gradient verified by precision survey equipment. But the settlement problem never went away. Despite the pre-consolidation work, despite the vertical drains and the surcharging and the years of preparation, monitoring systems installed across the reclaimed platform continued recording movement. Different sections settled at different rates, a consequence of the inherent variability in natural sediment deposits beneath the bay floor. In some areas, settlement exceeded projections. Remediation became a continuous operational reality, grouting, leveling, adjusting, repairing. The airport that had been built on the ocean was being slowly reclaimed by it. The costs multiplied. Engineering interventions that had not been budgeted were now essential. Timeline after timeline slipped. The airport, originally projected to open and transform Dalian's aviation landscape, became a symbol of the gap between visionary planning and geological reality. Billions were spent not on building forward, but on fighting the ground beneath. The human stories woven through this project deserve recognition. Fishing communities whose traditional grounds in Jinzhou Bay were permanently altered by the reclamation. Workers who spent years of their lives in one of the most physically demanding construction environments imaginable, building on open water in the cold winds off the Yellow Sea, on a platform that had not existed when they were hired. Engineers who carried the weight of knowing that the structure they were responsible for was in constant negotiation with forces they could manage but never fully control. Dalian Jinzhuan International Airport stands today as a testament to what human engineering can achieve, and as an honest record of what it costs. It is an airport built where no airport should exist, held together by continuous vigilance, extraordinary expense, and the refusal to admit that some battles with nature cannot be won outright. Sometimes they can only be managed day after day, year after year, for as long as the structure stands.